Radio Live is made possible with support from Autumn Beck Blackledge, attorneys of divorce and family law, offering resolutions to complex family issues. Support also comes from Kevin Ryan, financial advisor at Merrill Lynch in downtown Pensacola, with advice for what matters most when you need it most. Details available by Googling Kevin Ryan, Merrill Lynch. Accommodations for Radio Live artists provided by PensacolaBeach.com, an all-in-one website for all things Pensacola Beach. To review rates on hotels, book tours and activities, see upcoming events, and view the latest beach report, visit PensacolaBeach.com.
From the heart of Florida's great Northwest, it's Radio And now your host, Tanya Gallagher.
Good evening, everyone. I am Tanya Gallagher, and we are hoping that you will stay with us for the next 90 minutes of music and conversation. We are coming to you live from the Museum of Commerce in downtown Pensacola's beautiful historic village. And we have an awesome show lined up for you all tonight. This month we have some old friends and we have some new artists on the show. It's going to be another amazing lineup of artists here tonight in downtown Pensacola. Before we get started though, will you please put your hands together for our amazing house band, the Coveralls? They did a terrific pre-show set. Am I right? It was just awesome. So our first act tonight is no stranger to the Radio Live stage. Emily Stuckey has established herself in the Gulf Coast music community both as a solo performer and as a member of the swamp folk harmony-driven trio, The Crickets. She and her bandmates are two-time IMA Song of the Year winners in both the folk and alt country categories. Pace Magazine has called their music a truly stunning, one-of-a-kind sound. We are so honored to have Emily here tonight, singing songs from her solo record. Please join me in welcoming to the Radio Live stage, Emily Stuckey.
I'm so happy to be here. I sure am missing my crickets. I wish they could be here with me to play, but they had some damage from the storm, so they're cleaning that up. But hopefully we'll all be back here soon. This first one I'm gonna do is off of our second album called Redbird. What's she been trying to tell me? The only time I see her is in my dreams. Oh, it's been this way since she's been gone. Words lost in translation and I wake too soon to know. Maybe if I go back to sleep, she'll finish what she's saying. Were they words unspoken, oh, before she was taken? Things between us are so different. Well, I guess that's what happens when the truth is unraveled. I hope one day I'll be able to forgive them. Time will tell it and all else fails. I haven't lost a damn thing. Maybe if I go back to sleep, she'll finish what she's saying. Were they words unspoken, oh, before she was taken? Maybe she'll make the sky rain down on me. Maybe she's a red bird and she'll fly right past me. please me. Is this love or is this warning? Oh, maybe if I go back to sleep, she'll finish what she's saying. Were they words unspoken before she was taken? Maybe she'll make the sky rain down on me. Maybe she's a red bird and she'll fly right past me. I'm on some lovely allergy medicine, so I'm like jittery up here and got dry mouth and the whole lovely mix there. So anyway, thank you again for having me, Radio Live. I'm thankful to be here. Appreciate you guys. Well, I write a lot of my songs about the Gulf Coast. And this next one is about a little river in a town called Magnolia Springs. If any of you have ever been over that way, it's my favorite river to sit and write songs and just, I don't know, swim, run from the alligators, all the things, snakes. But this one's called Cool, Cool Water, and it's about this area. Banks of the Magnolia River, trying to figure out which way I should go. I could head upstream to the cool, cool springs, find the bottom of a bottomless cold hole. If I head downstream on the swinging river, I'll eventually end up in the warm week's bay. Who's to say which way is better? The decision's mine at the end of the day. Oh, cool, cool waters take me home. Tell the world to leave me alone. Cool, cool waters let me roam. Cool, cool waters take me home. Take me home. home. Tell the world to leave me alone. Cool, cool waters let me roam. Cool waters take me home. They take me home. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Thank you all. I'm grateful, truly. This area, it's magical. I traveled, all over the U.S., and I always want to come back home. This is home forever and ever and ever, and I can't seem to not write songs about it because it is such a special place. This next one I'm going to do for y'all is called Driftwood, and it's about taking a walk on the beach and picking up treasures. Take a walk down by the creek. I need to feel the mud on my feet. I see you lying there and I pick you up. Look you over and I begin to wonder where all of you traveled in this lifetime. And I wonder if I'll ever see all the places you have been. You have been. Take me with you, we'll float on through down the river, and we'll see what's true. And I wonder if our little piece of driftwood could float. And then I close my eyes and I dream of all the places we could go. We could go. But for now, I'll just dream of you. Toss you in and watch this river flow. And I wonder if our little piece of driftwood could float. And then I close my eyes and I dream of all the places we could go. Take a walk down by the creek. I need to feel the mud on these feet. Thank you.
Emily Stuckey. Emily Stuckey, everyone. She will be back with us in the second half of the show. And that show, of course, is Radio Live, coming to you live from the Museum of Commerce in downtown Pensacola's historic village. Radio Live is made possible with support from Autumn Beck Blackledge, attorneys of divorce and family law, offering resolutions to complex family issues. Information is available at autumnobeck.com. radioliveoctober.com. Accommodations for Radio Love Artists this month are provided by the Hilton at Pensacola Beach. So our next act, I'm very excited about. This is a talented local artist from Niceville, Florida. Hane McLeaish is a self-taught songwriter and visual artist who has spent the last 20 years making art through song. Known for blending personal experiences into songs that resonate across many perspectives and styles, Hane has opened for and performed alongside many notable songwriters such as Grace Pettis, Christy Lee, and Grayson Capps. Hane invites listeners into a vulnerable and universal space that speaks to the heart, offering a sound as familiar as it is refreshingly original. I am very, very much looking forward to just sharing this beauty of a person with you tonight. Please welcome Hane.
Thank you all so much. It's a complete delight to be here, completely unexpected. I hope to do this more often. My first song is called Paperweight. It's my latest single. I release a single every month, so this is that one. There you lay, like a paperweight, asking me to stay a little bit longer. I'd never felt so safe and wanted. Wake me up from the dream, oh, to see you seeing me. A feeling that is far too sweet for only memories. Can we mark the page so we can make it back someday? I wanna make note of every little rhythm, of every breath you take. Wake me up from the dream, oh, to see you seeing me. A feeling that is far too sweet for only memories. Without words, you've written me so easily. Quite a different version of between the sheets, threadbare and bones, and my sticks and stones, all things you love in me. Thank you all so much. This is the next song I wrote called Lebanon. It's about a place in Tennessee. On that lake out there in Lebanon, I caught a piece of heaven, watching the cold turn your words into tangible things. Well, people say there's a certain kind of glow, and you just know, like waiting out on the ice for that first snow. I don't wanna just take you home, wanna wrap you up, I wanna wanna keep you warm. I wanna fight for us, build you a home, and I don't care where else we go. The day we met, the world wasn't quite ready. Knees weak and voice unsteady. Set out to do what I said and I died trying to. Long as I could watch the moonlight kiss you. I wanna wrap you up, I wanna keep you warm. I wanna fight for us, build you a home, and I don't care where else we go. I wanna wrap you up, I wanna keep you warm, and I don't wanna just take you home. I wanna wrap you up, I wanna keep you warm. I wanna fight for us, build you a home, and I don't care where else we go. Thank you. Thank y'all very much. So I've been writing songs for about 20 years. Not always so public, but I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. Drink water, everybody. So this next song that I'm going to play is actually the first one that I ever wrote for my mother. I had the opportunity to go on tour last year, and everything was awesome except that I had to leave on her birthday. So I decided to finally sit down and write her a song. So this sort of explains the free seeds that I have over there on the table. I was notified of this at the very last minute, so I don't keep inventory of any kind of merchandise as a songwriter. So I reached out to my friends over at From the Ground Up, and they hooked me up with some free seeds. So you guys will hear those references. Some of those packets have some lyrics on them and stuff, but there's all kinds of goodies over there. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoy it. This is a song called Mama. Mama, Mama, in your plastic pink rim glasses, I swear I first learned beauty from the kitchen sink bath, staring back at you. And Mama, my blue eyes are always yours, just like morning sunshine, morning glories, and every garden's dirt. Your hands raised me up, grew me tough and strong and pretty. You taught me there's always enough to go around. On days when you feel down, well, I'll pick you right back up, just trust. You planted something real good in this ground. Hearts here have you mended? Please don't forget. Well, they don't know how to thank you at such a distance. And Mama, can you forgive all my trespasses? I know I hadn't quite lived up to all you thought I'd have yet. But your hands raised me up. You grew me tough and strong and pretty. You taught me there's always enough to go around. On days when you feel down, I'll pick you right back up, just trust. You planted something real good in this ground. Tough and strong and pretty, taught me there's always enough to go around. On days when you feel down, I'll pick you right back up, just trust. You planted something real good. You planted something real good. You planted something real good in this ground.
Hane, everyone. And of course, Hane will be back with us in the second half of the show. And that show is Radio Live. Radio Live is made possible by a lot of folks. If you are one of our Radio Live 25 members, will you just raise your hand? They get these really swanky lanyards. Give it up for them. These are the folks who step forward and they give us $1,000 every year to keep this show going and make this happen every single month. They are a huge reason why we are here. And if you see someone wearing that Radio Live 25 lanyard, please just go up, give them a high five, tell them thank you. We really appreciate their support. And if you're interested in being a part of Radio Live 25, please be sure to see myself or Pat or Trish or any of us, and we can get you set up with how we can make you part of that club. So Radio Live is also made possible by our good friend Kevin Ryan, a financial advisor at Merrill Lynch in downtown Pensacola. Yeah, that's right. Give a big hand for Kevin. He is also our on-site sponsor tonight. He's just been so awesome. He is investing in momentum of a changing world. Details available by Googling Kevin Ryan Merrill Lynch. So we have this amazing trio up here next. Our next guest is Cristina Vane. She is a songwriter, singer, slide guitar, and clawhammer banjo player based in Nashville, Tennessee. Born in Europe to a Guatemalan mother and a Sicilian-American father, her musical perspective is decidedly unique and authentic. Her signature bottleneck slide guitar playing, Travis picking, and clawhammer banjo are tied together by her silky, powerful voice and her vivid songwriting. Her sophomore album, Make Myself Me Again, was released in 2022. In talking to her backstage, she has a new single that's coming out on October 11th. Maybe we'll get to hear it here tonight, Cristina. So please, 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 please join me in welcoming Cristina Vane.
Thank you so much. We're really happy to be here in Pensacola tonight. I'm going to play you an original song. This song is about being good to yourself, and it's also the title of my last album. It's called Make Myself Me Again.
mistakes you made before. And it's been a long, long while, but I'd love to meet you now, somewhere across God's golden shore. Sometimes I lose, sometimes I win. I'm gonna make myself me again. I'm giving up on giving in. I'm gonna make myself me again. All right. Well, I wipe my weary eyes. I'm cutting all these ties. Sometimes I work and I don't know what it's for. Gonna get some brand new wings, a pretty bird that sings. 'Cause sometimes I'm too tired to sing at all. Sometimes I lose, sometimes I win. I'm gonna make myself me again. I'm giving up on giving in. I'm gonna make myself me again. Sometimes I lose, sometimes I win. I'm gonna make myself me again. I'm giving up on giving in. I'm gonna make myself me again. I'm gonna make myself me again.
Thank you guys so much. Well, I'm a big fan of old music, you know, pre-war blues and gospel and the like. And there's a theme in that music that really captured my attention. And it's basically, I can't wait to die so I'm not stressed out anymore. It's morbid, but it's also true. So I wrote a song in that vein, and it's on my first album. It's called Heaven Bound Station. Someday I'll be leaving all this trouble behind me. Someday soon, you know it can't be long. Someday I'll find a peace I've never known. Someday I know I'll be ready when it's time to go. And someday soon, you know it can't be long. You won't catch me complaining when I'm 6 feet in the ground. And when my time comes, meet me at the heaven-bound station. I'm gonna get me a ticket to a place of drinking song. No time, no worry about the bad things that I've done. Won't you make my bed up? Make sure when I go I'm dressed up. I'm going to a house behind 2 pearly gates, where I ain't going nowhere, so I know I can't be late. You guys like the banjo here in Florida? This is a song that's on my last album. It's about knowing when to leave. It's called Time for Leaving, which is not right now, you guys. Stay here.
Kitchen door. The days were long, the hours short. Is nothing sacred anymore? Well, it's time for leaving, baby. Time for leaving, baby. Time for leaving, baby, baby. Time for leaving, baby. Well, happiness is fleeting, babe. I could leave her, I could stay, but you won't love me either way. Well, it's time for leaving, baby. Time for leaving, baby. Time for leaving, baby, baby. Time for leaving, baby. Summer heat, you see me driving down your street. Oh, but you don't call a check on me, and I don't know just what it means. I think I know what it means, that it's time for leaving, baby. Time for leaving, baby. Thank you so much. Well, I do have a single coming out, and I'm not very good at surprises, so you're going to hear it. All right. This is a song. I took a risk in the title. It's called Getting High in Hotel Rooms. What? You don't know what it's about yet. All joking aside, I do like to take this opportunity. You'll hear it in the song, but it's really rough being a musician sometimes and traveling around. I was feeling pretty lonesome when I wrote this song in a hotel room. And people like you really make the world of difference. You're all very special people to be here and spend your time and your money supporting music and people like us. So I want to thank you for that. I hope you enjoy this song. Swimming pool, dirty glass mountain view, 2,000 miles away from you, 2,000 miles and still I try. I'm headed for a fresh goodbye. nothing's promised, so I went right out and got it. I can tell you all about it when I get there, when I get there. I travel far, I travel light, and I can sing the blues all night. I smoke too much, sometimes I try to keep the dream alive, but I am only human too. I'm singing to an empty room. I'm trying, Lord knows I keep on driving. Sometimes I'm tired of fighting when the fight ain't fair, and nothing's promised, so I went right out and I got it. I can tell you all about it when I get there. I said I'm trying, Lord knows I keep on driving. Sometimes I'm tired of fighting when the fight ain't fair. Things promised, so I went right out and got it. I can tell you all about it when I get there, when I get there.
Thank you so much. We'll be back.
Cristina Vane, everyone, and they will be back with us shortly. Hey guys, we made it. We made it to the midway point of the show, which you know what that means. We get to do this all over again. Yeah, come on, sound excited, right? Isn't that fun? So if you are tuning in or you're listening online, welcome. We want to thank you. You are listening to UWF's Radio Live. We do this the first Thursday of every month here in the Museum of Commerce, live in front of this amazing audience. You guys really are an amazing audience. Yes, give yourselves a huge round of applause. And if you want to come and be part of our audience next month, you can. Just go and visit radiolive.org for more information. Radio Live is made possible with support from Autumn Beck Blackledge, attorneys of divorce and family law, offering resolutions to complex family issues. Information is available at autumnobeck.com. And we are so excited to have Miss Emily Stuckey back up here with us. Please give her a warm welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm grateful. This one's called Agree to Disagree. Let's go down to the water's edge this morning. Let's go down to the water's edge today. Show me things from your point of view. Maybe I'll agree with what you're saying. Maybe you can start to think like me. Maybe I can start to think like you. Let's walk hand in hand beside all the ghosts that tend to haunt our souls. Well, maybe we'll agree to disagree. Maybe you can start change, and if it feels the same, maybe we'll agree to disagree. Well, the water makes me feel connected. Well, the water makes me feel brand new. Well, this could be a new way of living. Well, taking things away that I do. Well, maybe we'll agree to disagree. Oh, maybe it can start with you and me. And if we don't see change, and if it feels the same, well, maybe we'll agree to disagree. Maybe we'll agree to disagree. Yeah, maybe it can start with you and me. And if we don't see change, and if it feels the same, well, maybe we'll agree to disagree. Thank you. That's my wish for all of us as a people. Agree to disagree. It's okay to have different opinions, but we can be kind to one another. Aw, shoot ya. Sorry about that. Do a little tone in her. This next song is called I'm Strong. And I wrote this for a friend who was going through chemo at the time. And I wanted to write her a song to lift her up through that. And I now dedicate it to all my friends and family who are going through something hard and rough. And also I want to dedicate it to the folks that have survived this hurricane and those that did not, and their families. And this one is called I'm Strong, and we all are. Look at me, I think I'm caving in. Thoughts of doubt are trying to get in. I see your face and I'm quickly reminded of your strength and grace to get me out of this place. 'Cause I am stronger than you'd ever hope to know. I will rise up when my name is being called. You can try, but you won't keep me down for long. 'Cause I am strong. Well, in their eyes I may seem small, but that don't mean anything at all. Well, all it takes is a mustard seed of faith, oh, to move this mountain out of my way. 'Cause I am stronger than you'd ever hope to know. I will rise up when my name is being called. You can try, but you won't keep me down for long. 'Cause I am strong. Oh, in dark darkness comes knocking at my door, well, I won't be afraid anymore. Oh, 'cause I am stronger than you'd ever hope to know. I will rise up when my name is being called. You can try, but you won't keep me down for long, 'cause I am strong. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Sorry about that, y'all. This next one, the Crickets put out as a single last year, and it's called Pay No Mind. Hang on one second.
Emily Stuckey, everyone. That was awesome, Emily. Radio Live is made possible with support from Kevin Ryan, a financial advisor at Merrill Lynch in downtown Pensacola. Investing in Momentum of a Changing World. Details available by Googling Kevin Ryan Merrill Lynch. So I just want to note that all of our artists here tonight have music for sale online, as well as here at the merch table. So be sure to check out Emily Stuckey, Hane McLeaish, and Cristina Vane. We're excited to have them all here tonight, and you can enjoy them in the months to come. In addition, you can also find them on social media as well as our own station. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at WUWF. A few things that I do want to note. This weekend is the Pensacola Songwriters Festival, and so there are so many amazing artists that are playing in that. Hane, I know, is playing. I know Katie Deneen over here is playing. There's a lot of great local folks. There's a lot of great folks from out of town. And so while you're doing all of your searches for all these other artists online, just go and check that out too, because there is a lot of really great music going on this weekend. And so we're going to just keep this thing moving right along. Please welcome back to the stage, Hane.
Dad's guitar. I told him that he could see what it sounded like on the radio, and he said, I never thought that guitar would ever be on the radio. And I said, I didn't think I was ever going to be playing your guitar on the radio. All right, so this first song I'm going to play is one of my more recent songs. It's called Now I Know. And as you'll hear in the song, it's really that I don't know much. Something that is important, though, is there's a line about this ring that I'm wearing, and the coolest part about this ring is that it was my granddad's, and it says happiness on the inside. And it's a good thing to know happiness, you know. Many 100 days I've been loving you. People say they see it on my face, and I can't hide the truth. Well, so I wear a ring, and it tells me everything that I need to know. And no, I ain't saving myself, though I have before. Any good found in me or anything else, you help me to see it more. So I'll keeping on, learning how to live even when you're gone. Roles reversed, I had to learn this first. So when you come along, now I know that I don't know a damn thing about life. And every day I watch that sun come up, and I wish I'd seen it twice. If ever I turn my back, it's because I'm seeing it in your eyes. Well, happiness It isn't a guess, it's written in gold in the perfect size. The diamond on my chest, where you laid your head, holds off the lonely every night. And there's good in me I've yet to see, and I want to show you first. So I'll give you my everything and let you tell me what it's worth. I don't care what you call me, as long as you call me back. You know, for every mistake I'm sorry. How many ways can I say that? The world burned down around me, found me, and I was never the same. Needless to say, it's because I'm forever changed by your love. And now I know that I don't know damn thing about life. Every day I watch that sun come up and I wish I'd seen it twice. If ever I turn my back, it's because I'm seeing it in your eyes. Happiness, it isn't a guess, it's written in gold in the perfect size. A diamond on my chest, where you laid your head, holds off the lonely every night. There's good in me I've yet to see, and I want to show you first. Oh, I'll give you my everything, let you tell me what it's worth. So what is he worth to you? Is it heaven on earth to you? What is he worth to you? Is it heaven on earth, what is it worth to you? Is it heaven on earth to you? What is he worth to you? Now I know that I don't know a damn thing about life. And every day I watch that sun come up and I wish I'd seen it twice. Turn my back, it's because I'm seeing it in your eyes. Oh, happiness, it isn't a guess, it's written in gold in the perfect size. Diamond on my chest, it laid your head, holds off the lonely every night. There's good in me I've yet to see, and I want to show you first. So I'll give you my everything and let you tell me what it's worth. Thank you very much. So this next song is one that I wrote with a prompt of resilience. It was supposed to be kind of for these stories to go behind a podcast, for these stories of people that had just endured ridiculous things, and sort of this sort of like survival kind of thought. And typically I'm known for slow love songs, some fast love songs, but I don't really venture out into other things. I just that's the thing that drives me, I think. But this was a really fun prompt to challenge myself with, and when it didn't get used for the podcast, I've kind of been thinking about, what in the world did I write this song for? But I also find myself at a loss for words for things like this storm that has wrecked so many people. And so I guess that's what it's for. So I hope that those folks can hear this and feel like that they are also still standing. So this song is called Still Standing, Standing Still. And it's a little twangy. I can hear him trying to break down my door. Y'all must need some kerosene for that torch. I'm gonna take my tears while I drink yours. This fire will hone all the edges on that pitchfork. Tougher than the stones you throw. You may try breaking my bones. If you do, I hope you know I fought on two broke legs before. There's reckless and there's wild. There's a diamondback in the wood pile. There's a hungry lone wolf running free. And then there's me. Danger like death under 6 feet. Breath of God breathing anyway. Heavy like the thunder and the lightning, I'll be making my own damn day. I'm still standing, standing still. No man can kill this spirit, this will. I'm still standing, standing still. Angels and demons holding up this heart. No boundary of Eden tearing me apart. No brimstone and fire, I'm the flint and the spark. Ain't scared to bleed and proud of these scars. I'm the creek rising, understand me, son. Holy water rolling, the Lord done come. If it's a fight you want, lay down your guns. And if you know what's good, you know what's done. There's reckless and there's wild. There's a diamondback in the wood pile. There's a hungry lone wolf running free. And then there's me. Danger like death under 6 feet. Breath of God breathing anyway. Heavy like the thunder and the lightning, I'll be making my own damn day. I'm still standing, standing still. No man can kill this spirit, this will. I'm still standing, standing still. Like the thunder and the lightning. I'm the creek rising, understand me, son. Holy water rolling, the Lord done come. If it's a fight you want, lay down your guns. And if you know what's good, you know what's done. There's reckless and there's wild. There's a diamondback in the wood pile. A hungry lone wolf running free. And then here's me.
McLeaish, everyone. Thank you so much, Hane. If you are just tuning in, welcome. You are in a wonderful place. You're listening to Radio Live on WWF's 88.1 FM. We do this every month down here in the Museum of Commerce. We just bring spectacular artists to Pensacola, and we showcase them all here. Come and be a part of our party. Check us out at radiolive.org. And I just want to remind everyone one more time, our artists tonight have some amazing merch over there on that table. Be sure to stop by and check it out on your way out tonight. Grab a record or two, say hi to the artist, take an album home with you, learn all those songs, and then whenever we have them come back, you'll be able to sing right along with them. So up next, we have Miss Cristina Vane. Again, just want to note that Cristina is coming back down to Florida in November. She said, I'm coming back down to Jacksonville. I know it's a little bit of a drive, but tell your friends because we just want to support her. She's amazing. She's going to close out the night for us tonight. Please welcome back to the Radio Live stage, Cristina Vane.
Thank you, Tanya. Back in 2018, I decided to take a long trip around this country because, as you might have heard, I didn't grow up here, so I wanted to explore a little bit. And I wrote this song about my first time in the Badlands of South Dakota. And I called it Badlands because I have a really vivid imagination. so much. Well, this next song is about another place. It's about Taos, New Mexico. I walked there every morning on a road called Blueberry Hill. So I called this song Blueberry Hill just so you don't think I was trying to one-up the original.
New Orleans, you know it's hot as hell. You know the devil free, and he come late one night just to talk to me, and he said, pack your bags, you know you've got to leave. When this hot wet air becomes the desert again, well, I can smell my home out on that southwest wind, and I'm leaving Texas fast as I can go. I'm gonna get myself back to New Mexico. Gonna get myself back to New Mexico. To Blueberry Hill, Blueberry Hill. High on that mountain, linger with me still. We've come so far, we've come so far. High on that mountain, wonder where you are. I wonder where you are. We've got our spiders in the bathrooms, and there's snakes in the halls. We got our women in white dresses gonna walk through walls, and this house is haunted, but not as much as me. And I could chase these demons, they're good company, so I don't chase these demons, they're good company. And Blueberry Hill, Blueberry Hill, high on that mountain, linger with me still. We've come so far, we've come so far, high on that mountain, wonder where you are, I wonder where you are.
Thank you so much. We're back on the banjo. Well, I wrote this song in Colorado, with my feet in the river, and it's, in my mind, it was just my weird old brain being like, I wonder when the world is going to end. And I hate to say something that's not a bad joke, but we have seen some really scary stuff in the last week, and my heart goes out to everybody in Florida and Georgia, East Tennessee, and West Northern Carolina, and Southern Carolinas too. It's just horrible. And I thought I would play this song because I didn't know it when I wrote it, but it seems very apropos. It's called River Roll.
River roll, river roll, keep my body close to my soul, to my soul. River, keep me steady so I don't fall. Let a water flow, water flow. Don't let no stone keep it from where it goes. That moon so full, don't stop to wonder who's walking down below. It's all for us, we give it up. We're gonna fill the lake with iron and rust. Golden shore, there's always more. Till one day the river had enough. I'm giving up. I'm tired of living, I'm tired of dying without love, without love. I've got nothing but my sorrow without love. It's all for us, we give it up. We're gonna fill the lake with iron and rust. Golden shore, there's always more. To one day the river had enough. It's all for us, we give it up. Oh, we're gonna fill the lake with iron and rust. Golden shore, there's always more. To one day the river had enough. Oh, one day the river had enough. You know, one day the river had enough.
Well, thank you to everybody listening in person and wherever else. And a special thank you to Tanya and Chef Jeff for that delicious crab cake meal. You don't get that backstage very often. And to Denise and everybody who's made our time here really pleasant. We're headed back to Nashville tomorrow in a van that's running 7 cylinders out of 8. So if you want to come say hi after the show, I have some merch. But this song is on my last album, and it's called Small Town Nashville Blues. Had so much to say, I don't want to talk no more. You and your problems, leave them at the door. If I lose, let me lose. And I'm tired of all this worry, I want to shake these blues. I'm tired of complications, and I'm getting tired of you. If I lose, let me lose. I baby, can I lose these low-down, small-town Nashville blues? so many plans you don't wanna do no more. If you can't keep a promise, what you make it for? If I lose, let me lose. And I'm tired of all this worry, I wanna shake these blues. I'm tired of complications, Lord, and I'm getting tired of you. If I lose, let me lose. Oh, baby, can I lose these low down small town Nashville blues? On the bass, y'all, it's Jeff Henderson. Behind me, it's Roger Ross, all the way from Kentucky, y'all. So I went out and bought some brand new blue suede shoes. If it did the trick for Carl Perkins, it might do it for me too. If I lose, let me lose. And I'm tired of restless sleeping, I want some new dreams too. I'm tired of your misleading and your piss poor attitude. If I lose, let me lose. If I lose, baby, can I lose these low down small town Nashville blues? These low down, low down small town Nashville. Thank y'all.
Cristina Vane, everyone. What a great evening we have had here tonight in the Museum of Commerce. I want to say a very special thank you to our artists, Emily Stuckey, Hane McLeaish, and Cristina Vane. Radio Live is a production of WUWF Public Media at the University of West Florida. Our technical director and broadcast mixmaster is Dale Regal. Our house sound is engineered by Tom Skinner. Our Radio Live chairman is the incredible and one and only Pat Crawford. Master control this evening is being masterfully controlled by Christina Andrews. Our videographers tonight are Teresa Clark, Chuck Jumnap, and Jenny McKeon, and Julian Freeman. Our video director is Quentin Williams. Our house manager is Trish Allison. Our photographer tonight is Elizabeth Linney. Our stage manager tonight is the one and only Enid Siskin. Our house band, the Coveralls, is led by the ever-charismatic William Howell, who is joined tonight by Ashley Pennywell on mandolin and Donovan McDorf on bass. Special thanks to our tonight's on-site sponsor, Kevin Ryan Merrill Lynch. I am your host, Tanya Gallagher, and we hope that you will join us for next month as we welcome John Tavius Willis, Ben Arsenault, and David Dondero. Until then, be sure to keep your eyes on the road, your heart on the coast, and your connection to public media. Thank you and good night.
Radio Live is made possible with support from Autumn Beck Blackledge, attorneys of divorce and family law, offering resolutions to complex family issues. Support also comes from Kevin Ryan, financial advisor at Merrill Lynch in downtown Pensacola, with advice for what matters most when you need it most. Details available by Googling Kevin Ryan Merrill Lynch. Accommodations for RadioLive artists provided by PensacolaBeach.com, an all-in-one website for all things Pensacola Beach. To review rates on hotels, book tours and activities, see upcoming events, and view the latest beach report, visit PensacolaBeach.com.